another episode of the Third Night Podcast. I'm your host, Nisha, and joining me are my co-hosts, Casey and Joven.
Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up?
I'm tired AF.
Today's episode is a very special episode, ladies and gentlemen, because it is the third episode of this podcast, and we've decided to dedicate every third episode into talking about basically whatever we want, you know? No topic is too controversial, everything on the table, whatever you want to talk about. Basically, every third episode's going to be just us.
Essentially, we're just here to talk shit. That's our topic. Essentially,
Exactly.
Just to talk shit.
And anyways, yeah, let's get started.
Feels like ranting will be the main topic here.
Does anyone... Hang on. This feels kind of abrupt. Why not? How is your day, guys?
How's our day? Holy shit,
How's your
dude!
day
I know.
been?
I could tell you about my week. My week has been pretty hectic. You know, I would say. Got to start on my final year projects and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It's getting pretty hectic, but you know what?
I'm just trying to live my Zoom university life.
That's just everyone's life right now.
Not much
Having
going on.
fun, staring at the screen every day.
I am surprised I'm not blind. I basically sit in the dark like a bat, staring at my blue screen. But yeah, I swallowed my microphone. See that?
Jesus Christ, dude!
Oh my
Oh
god!
my god!
Disgusting.
Yeah, this is
Disgusting.
amazing.
Okay,
This is
anyways,
freaking amazing. This is amazing.
Such a mess.
Nisha just halfway through swallowed her microphone.
I didn't think we had that sound effect.
Just started deep throating the freaking microphone
Tell me, Joan.
on live.
What do I sound like again?
video call.
I just need a
It sounds like.
instant replay of that sound.
It's like.
Oh my god.
It's
Okay.
like.
Oh.
That's how you sound.
Might have to censor that sound.
Oh, disgusting.
This is NSFW, you know. But yeah, back to the main topic at hand here.
There
everyone.
is no main topic. Casey, save the day.
For me, just a very chill one.
A very... Wow.
Oh, it's a chill one.
Actually, it's more of a
That's
boring
surprising.
one. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm running out of things to do.
You need to pick up a hobby.
That's what they all
Have you actually
say.
picked up a hobby?
No, I'm too lazy to do that.
Wow. Why do you wonder that they keep saying that?
Yeah, kind of like my problem. then.
Yeah. You could always try crocheting or knitting. I've always wanted to
Yikes.
try. I'm trying to get a head start on my 80s. You learn everything now.
I
I
see.
see. Oh, is that why you started having pet cats?
Yeah. Okay, that was good.
Gonna be like old grandma down the street with 6 different cats
mean-
around her, and 16 more
And
at
you
the
know
back.
My cats are gonna be dressed in like knitted hats, knitted coats.
Oh my god, are you depressed, Nisha? Are you okay? Like to have like these type of thoughts already
I'm-
and this young? Are you okay?
Yeah, pretty much.
Or she's just preparing for her
Preparing for
future.
my future. I'm preparing for
Just
the
like, you know?
inevitable.
Yeah.
The inevitable.
Future of you owning like 20 cats, living alone. Are you okay?
Changing topics now because that was too.
Changing topic.
Back to the main topic at hand. Anyway,
Or if there's any main topics, I don't think so. This is, I mean, yeah, kind of the random topics that we find interesting to talk about. I mean, that is the point of this episode,
yeah,
right?
just
Yeah,
shoot.
yeah.
Whatever you want to talk about, just go ahead. I think the issue with this is that we get shy and we don't know what to talk about. That's like the only con. Okay, I mean, like, do you guys consider yourselves to be introverts?
Extremely, yes.
I can see that.
I'm 50-50 on it. I'm 50-50 on it. So, for me, it's take it or leave it. You know, it's like
Take it or
you know,
leave it.
Take it or leave it. It's like
What does that mean?
it's 50. It's
What does
50-50.
that
It's
mean?
like I am an extroverted introvert.
Or what?
So basically, it's like I need to go out and have that extroverted lifestyle. So I need it, okay. But at the same time, I also like being alone. So
Because your social battery runs out.
I wouldn't say it's the social battery runs out. It's just like there's a time and place for me. So
Okay.
maybe I go between being an extrovert and an introvert. It's like there are times that I do become an introvert, and there are times that I purposely become an extrovert and like go out and do like extrovert
So it's
stuff.
kind of like
I
an
guess
ambivert. I'm pretty sure that's the term.
is that even a word? Is that a thing?
Yeah,
is that
it's
a
when
thing
you're
now?
both. But I think an introvert is someone who thrives in isolation or solitude, whereas
Or they just don't feel uncomfortable. I mean, they feel uncomfortable like hanging out in like large social gatherings.
yeah.
What
Are
do you
you guys-
describe yourself to be, Nisha?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I people are surprised all the time when I tell them this, but I consider myself an introvert.
Really? I
Yeah.
mean, I'm even surprised when you say that, dude.
I think
I
it's
didn't know that.
because
Yeah.
in social situations,
Are you actually?
in social situations, I can turn myself on like a switch, like
Yeah.
to because I vibe with whatever is like happening. I try to match it.
Sure.
But then coming
Sure.
home, it's like I don't know. I am kind of like an introvert. Like I do I get shy. I get so shy.
So you're
And
kind of
I'm
like
pretty
me
sure-
then. You're like a mix of both in a way. Like,
I
in a way.
guess so.
Isn't it?
But there are
Yeah.
times when I don't want. No, well, there are times when I don't want like social interaction or like.
See, that's what I'm saying. There are times where you just want time for yourself, right? And there are times when it's you just want to go out. So it's
How about,
like
okay, I'll raise this question. Do you ever get nervous talking to like new people?
Yes.
sometimes, but it's for me it's just like getting over that barrier. But after that, it's just like okay, you're chill with me now. You're part of the gang now.
Yeah, it's that, like you said, right, getting over the barrier, and it's like that first barrier that you need to get through. It's not easy.
For me,
yeah.
yeah, I think me and I think I can kind of relate with you, Casey, because that barrier, even if I get over it, another one comes up and another one comes up, and it
Yeah,
just
you-
keeps popping up.
Yeah, you just have to get through that one specific barrier that like flattens all future barriers. But to get to that point is so hard, or you just have no idea which is the right barrier to jump through first.
Yeah, like I
you
can
know?
be friends with you, and I'm still
And
nervous
it's
with
so
you.
it's
Have you
it's
ever
like
had that?
it's very I had that. It's like this is I think it was last year. So I joined the archery club
Damn.
in my
wow,
university. So I met this guy. So we usually just we go to archery together because we take the
Yeah.
same path there from our dorms. So even though we walk together, like we go there and we come back every time together and we chat sometimes during the
Uh-huh.
session, it still feels a bit hard to talk to them. It's like there's just some sort of barrier.
Mm.
It's like you're just not clicking, no matter how hard you're trying, they're talking about something and then you just can't
Oh my
click,
God.
It's
Yes.
like every time you met them, every time you see them, it's like meeting a new stranger every day.
Yes, I have one friend just like that.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Really?
No, because I still get nervous when I'm with you guys. Do you know that?
Wait, what? This is the first I'm hearing this, man.
Would
Are
I
you
seriously
serious?
think I have some sort of like social anxiety because I can't stand being alone with somebody, right? And like, yeah, I don't know. I
Uh-huh.
just tense up and get really nervous. And if it's with friends, sure, that nervousness kind of dies down. But if it's with like new people that I'm meeting for the first time, I literally, my pits will sweat to no end and I get nervous.
Oh my
and
God,
my
Jesus
voice
Christ.
gets shaky. It's actually really bad.
Oh, the voice gets shaky bit. I understand that. It's like, oh, I get so
Yeah.
nervous at talking, and it's like, oh, I can't English. It's like
Yeah.
your voice is shaky. You'll be like, oh, am I saying the right thing? Am I saying the wrong thing? Oh, is he getting angry? Oh, wait, no. I think am I
Especially
boring
in like
them?
Zoom classes when you're like you have to present an answer and you can feel everyone right staring at you because their faces are just like like right under your screen. So my voice starts shaking and I'm like, oh my god, am I gonna get through this?
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, oh my god, Casey, we have similar stories. That's cool.
Nah, wow, I did not know that. How long has this friendship been going? 5 years? Oh my god, Nisha, I do not know you anymore.
No,
I can't believe you've done this, Nisha.
I
This is the
didn't
first
do
time we're
anything.
hearing this side of you.
no, I mean I think that's also the reason why I tend to come kind of late to social events because then I know that everyone's there, so I wouldn't be stuck with like one person.
Oh,
And then I would have.
Oh,
And then I would have to,
oh, this is Lisa something.
Does it all make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. Like sometimes it does that as well. Like sometimes I'm like I purposely choose to be late to all these like social
5 minutes
events.
late,
and
right?
stuff.
Like not too late. Yeah.
Yeah, see, because I don't want to be the first person there because I always have a feeling that I'm gonna get stood up. Like people can be like, oh yeah, JK, I'm not coming. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, you've told
yeah,
us this.
that's why every time I wait for like people to be there first, then only I'll start coming. So I say, oh sorry, on my way, traffic jam.
Wow, this is all new to me, guys. No wonder you guys are always late for our freaking social gathering.
'Cause it
What the
happened
hell? I'm always
before.
I'm always the first one there, dude. Do you know how sad it is
Because
to like
it
wait for
happened
your
before.
friends
I
to be
think
there?
so. Yeah, it happened before.
Jesus
I think we were supposed to hang out. I think it was with us as well. I think so. This was back in high
You guys
school.
are always late, okay? You guys are always late.
This was
for
back
our
in high school. I think
hangouts,
it
okay?
happened. And then we were supposed to meet in the mall, for a movie. And then
Yeah.
when I went there and I start texting the group and everyone starts saying, "Oh, sorry, I'm not coming," or be like, "Oh, I have something else to do," and I'm just like,
Ooh,
"Ooh."
and the fear like starts creeping in, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, am I gonna be stuck with like this person?
Yeah, and no one actually came, and then luckily
shoot.
one guy read the chat. You guys remember Isaac?
Who?
No,
No.
really.
No.
Oh, we know, we do. Yep.
No, do you
Isaac,
remember?
Isaac. The guy with three first
Yeah,
names.
you said he's always teasing you. The guy.
Oh!
The guy with three
Train?
first names.
Yeah.
The f-
Yeah. Oh my god, how can you forget about him?
I
Yeah,
don't
go
remember
on,
him
go
by
on,
his
go on,
other
go on.
name. I know his first name.
That is his name.
Okay.
But yeah, go on, Casey,
and
go on.
he was the
Yeah.
only one. He saw my message and said, "Oh, you're here. You want me to come?" I was like, "Yes, please come to me."
To me. Oh,
I mean,
savior.
okay, wait. So Casey, here's the thing though, right? If let's say no one actually did turn up, right? Wouldn't you still okay, since you're already there, why not just watch a movie on your own?
I have no plans or anything. I thought we just hanging out there actually, but no one came. That's the thing. Everyone just be like, "Oh, sorry, busy, not
I
coming."
think it's the feeling of abandonment that he doesn't
Yeah,
want.
and then you don't want to just like call your parents and be like, "Oh, can you come pick me up again?"
Yeah, exactly. So if you so hypothetically, if let's say you were alone, and no one came for you, right?
Yeah.
Why not just have fun by yourself? Is it wrong to have fun by yourself?
It's not that,
Just
but
like,
it's
I
like
know,
the point
yeah.
is you got stood up. The reason you even came out in the first place is to be with everyone else, and then now everyone
Yeah,
just
it's not
tells you,
necessarily
"Yeah,
like-
nah."
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I can see that side of things.
So
yeah.
that's why, yeah. So when he actually responded and said he's gonna come and be like, "Oh my god, I'll forever
my
be thankful
God.
to you."
Oh god, this is also relatable. It kind of you see now why I consider myself an introvert, and it's not necessarily that I like.
Yeah, it's like even no matter how close am I of a friend to you or you are to me, I still have that
I will
bit of
still
trust
feel something,
issue.
right?
Yeah, it's just like, what if this happened? Like, I know if it's not your ill intentions or you just like, "Oh, sorry, I have something very busy. I have to do something else now." Yeah, what if that happens? Man, I can't imagine.
You brought up the point of having a friend that where there's always like a barrier, right? That you can never seem to pass. What happened to that friend? I just need to know.
So as you know, that there's a global pandemic that happened.
Oh, that thing.
Things,
That little
it's a
thing.
very prominent issue in the world right now. Isha, I'm not sure if you noticed that, but yeah,
And we have never spoken ever again.
Oh goodness.
never ever again.
Never ever again.
you
And because
serious?
after that, I didn't go to archery anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
right.
So
Yeah.
that's
I mean, it's not
kind of
even
the end of it.
possible to do it, right?
Yeah.
Isn't
So
it?
it's like
because of lockdown.
That's the end of it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Interesting. So, had the pandemic never have even should the pandemic never have even like occurred, you probably would have tried to be closer to him.
I would
That's the thing. Would you even try? That's the thing.
try. It's like I tried.
I don't think we
different-
should blame him too because I don't think it's necessarily like anyone's fault. It's just something you can't get over, right? Like
Yeah.
deep in there.
Yeah. It's like you can't really force
sympathizing
a
'cause
relationship to happen, right? But would you have at least tried Casey to get to know him a
Every
bit
week
more?
I've been trying, and it's just no. It's just not
Well,
connecting. We've been on so many.
If
It's
that's
not
the
like
case,
just
then
there, We've been on competitions as
Yeah.
well. We've been on the same car trip, same bars, same drinks. Still nothing.
I mean, if that's the case, right? Maybe it's just not meant to be.
Yeah, at this point, I think it's just one of those people that you can't click with.
Yeah.
Like, you can't assume that you'll connect with everyone, right?
Yeah, so it's like, wow.
That's relating back to you're overtaking the barrier, right? It's like it depends on the people, on who you want to overcome that barrier of getting to know them, right? So if let's say if they do click, then isn't that good already? You can get past that barrier faster. But let's say if they don't really click with you, then it's obviously you're not gonna get past that barrier of getting to know them. I feel like it depends on yourself and the individual that you're talking to, in terms of getting over that
It's like,
barrier.
you keep thinking, are you doing something wrong, or just or are things just not
I
meant
feel
to
like
be?
it's just not meant to be. It's just it also depends on the other person.
I think the worst part, and I'm kind of speaking personally here, I think the worst part is when that person is super duper nice and everyone sees it and you see it too, but you so desperately want to connect with them, but you just can't. And then you kind of wonder, like, is it me? Everyone seems to be like drawn to that person, but you just can't seem to get past that initial click, you know? And if anything, what if that person actually considers you to be like a really close friend? And then now you're the one with that barrier, and then you feel bad, right?
So now it flips, and now you're the asshole in this situation. Is that
But
it?
the thing is, am I even doing anything
You're just
wrong?
being you, right?
Because
you know?
it's
That's
just
the thing.
Well, if situation like this happens, you go on Reddit, go to MIDS
Oh my god.
or slash MIDS, type
I
it.
mean, like, don't get me wrong, I do try, but in the end, I kind of just feel it.
Yeah, I think if the people are like really nice to everyone else, you get confused. It's like, okay, are you nice to everyone else because this is your personality, or are you nice to me because we're actually getting closer in our friendship? It's like, oh man,
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
why do I have to read? I'm not Professor X. I can read your mind,
I
mate.
think. Oh my
So,
god, does this
yeah,
mean
exactly.
that's like an
Yeah.
issue for like people with trust issues?
Probably.
Do you think we have trust issues, Casey?
Wait, so is this like an us problem, or is it like a them problem? No, is this like your problem, or
I
is
can't
it?
really say
Yeah,
that. It's,
it's-
I don't
in this
think I don't
scenario.
think you should put the
I
blame
think
on just
it's-
like one side. It's always like two sides. If there's no communications between either side, sometimes it's just like I said, things are not meant to be.
Yeah,
I mean,
I guess
I
so.
like to think that you can't click with everyone. And I like to think that's the reason. But then there could also be like some inner dispute that you need to work through. And now I'm starting to think me and Casey have trust issues. Ugh.
Nice. Can I trust you, Nisha?
Nice. I freaking love this podcast, man. Just figure out things about ourselves.
it's only making me more depressed and questioning our
love it.
friendship, dude. Really, really.
Actually, this kind of reminds me of
Yeah.
like the things I actually want to talk about here.
Yeah, sure. What's
It's
up?
like
What's that?
it's like when you go from, in primary school, everyone is still kids.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
get to hang around with everyone else. You don't care about anything. And then middle school happens. It's a bit hard to hang with everyone else, but you're still friends with everyone.
Yeah.
You can get along
Yeah.
easily. You don't need to know them as a person, but you can still have fun with them. But once you get to like high school, college, or even university, suddenly it's just damn. It's like some sort of it's mind games, man.
think
Mind games
because
everywhere.
when you're in elementary, kindergarten, elementary, middle school, you're technically forced to interact with one another, right? You do a bunch of like presentations.
It's more of like a close community, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's not that kind of force. It's just like you can easily walk up to them and say whatever the heck you want, and you guys
Nah,
are still
I was
having
so
fun
shy.
there. You can
No.
play whatever you want to do. Yeah, and then once you get to high school and perhaps in college, it's like everyone else starts. It's so hard to connect with them. You have to know like know what you're doing. You don't want to embarrass yourself, or you're not sure like how far you can take the friendship, or
Is it
if they
because,
even want to start the
as
friendship
we
in the
grow
first place.
older, right? It's like we become more judgmental as people. Do you feel
Do
like
you become more
that
judgmental,
contributed?
or do you just add more boundaries?
I feel like it's just I feel like you just add more boundaries, right? That's the problem, isn't it? Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's like everyone
Yeah,
starts
yeah.
having boundaries
Yeah.
now. Like not just them, even you. So you have to get past your boundary and then their boundaries.
Well, I mean, like as kids, we don't necessarily think about boundaries because we're literally just there to like play with one another, right?
We're literally just kids, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
And the
first of
older
all.
you grow up, you realize like, hey, I'm not comfortable with this. Let's just like stop it.
Personal space is actually a thing now.
Yeah.
You know.
But I think the best way to make friends is to just like go
Personal
do something
space,
that you're
huh?
genuinely interested in, and you'll attract like your own people. Like join clubs, sports, whatever.
That didn't really work out for Casey.
Why did you
apparently.
join archery?
Yeah, you have to join the right club. Let's just say archery is not the fun club there.
Katniss Everdeen's legacy.
I don't know. I
Still
want to learn.
reigns.
It's like seems so cool to be able to shoot something, at perfect aim.
Gotta be prepared.
Yeah. Oh my. But yeah, archery. Let's just say, it's just very boring to go. If you don't have yeah, if you don't have a group of friends, you know,
I cannot
to-
relate because I've never.
I can't relate, dude,
Yeah, I
because
can't relate, man.
here in Malaysia, at least, there's not really much archery clubs
Yeah.
available, so I can't really speak much on that, dude. But I'll take your word on it, okay? I'll take your word on it. So, like, can we get back on track here? Like, I mean, backtracking a bit, Casey, about like you
I'm
talking
kinda liking
about
this dark.
you know, like as we grow up, there's more boundaries set on people, right? People set more boundaries on themselves, right? Do you think this is the reason why it's like, let's say when you go to college or in university, it's harder for you to like connect and like start friendships with people as compared to in high school, where everyone's just friendly with each other, and like the bonds and the friendships are like more stronger. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I'm not gonna lie, it is harder. Because for me, it's just like the reason I'm able to make friends is usually you have a common factor between all of you, or a common reason. Like in college, perhaps you're living in the same dorm room, so you know if you're roommates and stuff like that, or in the same floor, you can easily just go to everyone's room and stuff. Then you're able to make friends there. You're able to connect with each other since you're basically literally seeing everyone else every day, every night. And in university, especially you know in a foreign country, you tend to stick together. Like the Asians, you kind of stick together, or if you're in the same course, you obviously stick together as well because you want to survive there. Yeah, and it's a bit hard to find friends that doesn't have anything in common, either ethnicity or like subjects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just.
Or maybe I'm just not meant to be friends with anyone in computer science.
I mean.
Yeah, but what about you, Nisha? Do you feel that what I said was true? Like, it's harder for you to like make friends in uni compared to like in high school, let's say. Like, let me rephrase a bit. Let's say, not to say that in uni you can like, doesn't mean you have like bad relationships with people. It's just that like it's not, you can't get as close to them as you would compared to like in high school. Like us, right? I feel like our bond and our friendship together is like stronger compared to like our uni friends for some reason.
Yeah, definitely. But I think that's just a me problem in general. Just saying,
really?
like I haven't, like I've spent 10 years of my life living in a different country, right? And
yeah,
even throughout those 10 years, I have not really been able to keep close friends. I've managed to keep one best friend that I still talk to this day. Right? But even then, we kind of had like a falling out because I kind of like didn't really put in the effort. But then she messaged me, and then like, you know what, I tried, and yeah, we're going back. But I think it's more of a me problem.
Yeah,
like I just don't. I'm incapable of keeping friendships. So when like even after graduating, I feel like I would have never like talked to you guys again if it wasn't for the fact that you put me in your group chat.
Wow.
Then yeah, we reconnected, But yeah, not gonna lie, like I don't reach out to people because I get like scared. I'm like, if they don't want to talk to
this
me.
episode.
Yeah, I have no idea how people they can just like text someone like
our good friend, whose name we won't say it.
Does it start with an A?
Let's call her Sasha.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, her.
Let's call her.
I know
see.
her.
I know who you're talking
Yeah?
about.
Yeah,
You-
but
you
that
know
is
her?
more like Instagram stories, right?
No, I feel like she just randomly texts you for no reason.
Yeah, actually, wait,
sometimes.
even Instagram
The
stories,
most
sometimes I will
random
be
things,
afraid to do
you know?
that. I remember once I accidentally sent an emoji, because Instagram sometimes if you're trying to like swipe right or like tap right, especially swiping right, it accidentally if you swipe a bit too up, it
it's
becomes
very-
like send an emoji.
Yeah.
I accidentally tapped one. I was like, oh shit.
It's like a landmine for your phone. Like, you gotta be careful. But yeah, I don't know how she does it. I don't know how she can just randomly call people up after a year of not talking to them and be like, "Hey, what's up? I miss you." Because
Here's
I
the thing.
admire.
Here's the thing, right?
I admire
Yeah, but
her ability.
exactly.
man.
I admire it, dude. Because here's the thing, right? Is
I admire
it like, are we the bad guys here for like finding it weird? Because I'm pretty sure all three of us like find it kind of like suspiciously weird, right? That she would just contact us like out of the blue, like after such a long
Maybe,
time.
maybe there's no ill intentions. I think she's just like that based on her personality.
Yeah, but
Just a
I
very
think so
outgoing
too. She's
kind
just
of person.
yeah, she's a very friendly person, and she won't forget, you know, based on her Instagram stories, she won't forget all the things that like her friends have done for her. So it's a very nice trait to have. I just don't have it. I lack it so bad. And I think I've gone through my entire college experience, you know, those 1.5 years. I don't think I've made like a very close friend.
you want to go? You want to delve deep in that for a bit?
I don't know. It's so confusing. It's so
Why
confusing.
why did you not make a
Hmm?
close friend in college? You know?
I mean, I wasn't necessarily in the greatest of mindsets to begin with, and I think that just kind of that coupled with my inability to like make the first move with people, right? Just led to a really lonely college life.
Right.
Because you know, in college, it's all about like taking the first step. You know, you can't like expect people to come to you. You have to like go ahead. You know.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, and like, you know how during orientation day, they're like, look to your left, look to your right, invite them for lunch. That's how you make friends, right?
Yeah.
I ate lunch alone. I would usually eat lunch alone.
Are you serious?
Or
Oh,
I would
no,
eat with
man.
like this group of
Come on.
people from my class. But even then, I don't think I've made that. I don't know, man. Like, it wasn't that close of friends, not gonna lie.
But can you
Yeah.
like is it? I mean, if it's okay with you, can you like dive deep a bit into like why were you having that depressed state in the first place when you like went to college? Is it something? I'm pretty sure you
Yeah,
mentioned
it's
before
sort
that
of-
it started off in high school, right? Like the end of high school, somewhere around there. It's like is it?
I'm not sure if it was the end of high school. It could have been just like the beginning, because, like I mentioned, like I used to live in a different country.
Yeah.
Right. I used to live in California, and I was originally born in Malaysia. So when it was a lot of like visa issues that occurred, so my family had to move back to Malaysia, and I was under the impression that we were only gonna stay in Malaysia for like a year
Yeah.
max, right?
Oh.
So yeah, I thought that by the end of grade 11, year 11, I would be moving back to California, right? So I was like, you know what? I'll just tough it out. It's fine. But then more like as the days go by, I kind of like I kind of knew that Malaysia was going to be more of like a permanent thing. And
Oh.
I guess I wasn't ready for that transition, because I literally told my friends in California, like, oh, don't worry, I'll be back in like 3-4 months.
So it's like,
you can
in
chill.
a way, it's kind of like a culture shock in a way. Like you're not used to everything. Is that it?
Weirdly enough, right?
Interesting.
Oddly enough, it was like I've never stayed in Malaysia for more than like a month at a time during the summer
Yeah.
when we would visit. Yeah, so it was kind of a culture shock, weirdly enough. And I guess that also kind of made me slightly depressed. I would say it's like kind of like the start
The
of it.
start of it. Mm-hmm.
I guess it would be the start. And then I think after we graduated high school, I had to stay at home for like 6 months. I took kind of like a mini gap year. I didn't want it, my dad wanted it.
You took a
It's
break
a whole
essentially,
story,
like a long
yeah,
break.
so it was
Oh, okay.
literally like 6 months of isolation, like, cause
Yikes.
yeah, cause everyone I knew like moved out to go to start college,
Yeah.
right? And I was
Mhm.
the only loser staying at home. And I was like trying to fill up my time, but like what can you do at home usually, you know? And
That made it even worse,
When I
Game
right?
of Thrones
to-
was
That made your
at
depression
its-
even
at
worse,
its peak
right? Yeah.
that time.
sorry?
Game of Thrones was like at its peak that time.
Oh.
Oh
right?
shit, dude.
I think this was like season 7. No, they were like
Yeah.
rock bottom by this time.
Oh,
Jesus
shit.
Christ, dude.
Was it season? Yeah, I think
It was season 7.
So
It was
bad.
season 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
man.
It was.
But yeah, and then college, you know, like I didn't necessarily know what I wanted to do with my life, and I felt like I was getting a lot of pressure to become something I didn't want to be. You know, it was more of like parental pressure, and then it didn't help that like literally everyone in college knew what they were doing, or it felt like they knew what they were doing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And it also, I don't know, I also felt slightly ostracized by even my own friend group.
You mean us?
Like, you remember how I mentioned I would like eat with that group?
Oh,
Right.
right. Yep.
Yeah, so I was taking like different classes than them, so they were spending much more time with each other than, and I wasn't like a part of it, so I kind of took that kind of personally, even though I
Nothing
knew that
personal,
like it's
kid.
because of class. I don't know. I took it personally because I kind of sensed that they were becoming closer, and I was just like off to
Distancing.
the outskirts. Yeah. Because even though they're spending like one period, no, well, I'm spending my period in class and they're just hanging out. That 2 hours can make such a difference in like friendships because you bond more, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So I felt like I was being ostracized. So I don't know. It's so weird. I told myself, okay, before I get fully kicked out of that group, let me just kick myself out. So I started distancing
Oh
them.
my god. And then what happened?
Yeah.
Wait, what kind of mind games is this?
I didn't want to be the one to get kicked out. I don't want to be the kicky, so I became the kicker. I think.
That doesn't really make sense, but sure, let's roll with it. Yeah.
No, because I don't know. I kind of got pissed too. I was like, well, okay, if you're going to be like really close friends and not include me, I'll just go out and find my own group.
But here's the thing, right? Sorry to stop you there, but what's stopping you from what's stopping you from getting close to them though? That's the thing.
Not gonna lie, intimidation. I was so intimidated by them.
How do they intimidate you though? That's the thing as well, right?
It.
But are they like the popular
okay, so-
kids where you're like not really feeling the vibe?
It
Are they like,
felt like
popular kids, or are they just have
okay,
amazing
let's not lie.
results? Or something?
Everyone, well, in high school, the people who are popular in high school, in college,
Mm-hmm.
they're literally like nothing, or you wouldn't know, right? Because nobody cares about that in college. But I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I just got the vibe that like they would be the ones who wouldn't really talk to me in high school, or like at least I don't know. They're really nice people too. I just couldn't vibe.
The
I just
vibe
couldn't
wasn't there, the
vibe with them.
connection wasn't there, right? Something felt off, is it?
I mean, sometimes I would feel a connection, but then it would get erased. You know, it's
Uh-huh.
like that
Yeah.
like it goes back to my idea about the whole barriers being put up again and again and
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
you know? Cuz I always felt like if I got over one barrier, there would always be like a second and a third and a fourth.
Yeah.
And I think that's just a me problem, honestly, and also not they intimidated me because I don't know, everyone was just like really smart, you know? And we were doing like I was taking classes for like the sciences and math and all that, but as we all know, that is not my forte.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a fish out of water situation where I feel like I would have excelled more if it was towards like the humanities and the arts, but since it was like in the sciences, I was completely out of my element.
I mean,
So that also made me feel more intimidated by everyone.
was this even like, can you even blame yourself for this though? Because isn't this like just your parents just in a way kind of pressuring you and forcing you to like do this course or majoring in this particular field though? So can you really blame
Yeah,
yourself
and
for
at
this type of things?
I couldn't. I don't know. And at a point, I actually did try to get myself to like what I'm doing.
Right?
Right? Seriously, I like my I remember my dad wanted me to be like an engineer at one point.
I can't even see
and
you as an
I
engineer, dude.
forced myself.
I can't see you as an engineer,
I-
dude. Legit.
Neither
To
can
be
I.
honest, I can't actually. I remember you were quite
Can you?
well, right, in high school for physics and stuff.
She only likes physics, that's the thing
I-
though. Right.
I like physics and I'm decent at math if you give me some time, you know?
Because I like I said, I remember maybe a few episodes back we talked about like math and especially like science subjects in general. It's always the teachers. I feel like
Yeah.
if they are able to get it to click with you or not. For these kind of subjects, as long if you get the first click, you just get it.
Yeah. I don't necessarily want to blame the professors because I wasn't the best student either. Because I think because I was so like depressed and anxious, I started like acting out as a student.
Oh no.
Yeah, like
Do
Casey,
you
you,
think-
you
do
can
you-
vouch for me, right? Am I a good student in high school?
I think high school, yeah, kind of.
Decent, I would
You're
say.
okay.
Decent.
I was okay.
Yeah.
No, obedience-wise, would I talk during class?
No, not really. I wouldn't say that you do.
No, I don't think you're not. You're definitely not the rebellious type in class.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we are all sitting at the good kids table, and the bad kids are all at the back there.
Yes. Yes. But like, I felt like everything switched up in college, and I was like acting out.
Yeah. Do you think
talk.
it's because of the depression kind of thing? Like, your mental health affected your decisions?
I think so, because and that led to like even worse grades, you know, because I wasn't like, I don't know, I was just acting so rebellious. Like I did not want to. I just thinking back on it, I hated the person that I was back then, you know? Like to anyone who has met me during that time period, and if you thought I was obnoxious, like you're right, I was, you know? And I seriously didn't, I don't know. And I that's just going on mentally, and like physically, I don't know if you could tell, but I gained like some weight.
I think you mentioned that your diet was like actually garbage, right, during this period.
It was totally garbage.
Disgusting.
Even the rats would have looked at me with judgment.
You're like surviving on junk food
my.
and fried rice every week. It's like, are you okay?
Yeah. My diet consisted of like fried rice every single night because I was too. I wouldn't eat with anybody. I would literally eat alone in my dorm room, right?
Yikes. Okay.
And yeah, I don't know. Something about me, I just wanted to eat in solitude. And then B, I didn't want to walk far. And there's this convenient little restaurant in my like college dorm, right? Which sold really unhealthy food, not gonna lie. And there would be this like nasi goreng ayam.
Yeah.
Right? And I would always order it. The same thing. I wouldn't even stray for my own order. It would always be nasi goreng ayam spicy. It's to the point where the lady would see me walk in and just tell me what I want. She knows. She knows.
Christ,
yikes.
And like I think if I'm feeling it, like at midnight I would sneak down to the convenience store and grab myself some like Snickers.
I like how you specifically said sneak out at night just to get these types of food. Like,
okay, never mind. I don't sneak out. I walk out because it's not. There's no like. But why am I talking like I'm under surveillance?
I mean, you kind of are. You know, for your whole life, you kind of are. So to be fair, yeah.
It's so funny. Who sneaks out for junk food? That's the thing. Like, apparently me. So yeah, I gained. I think 10 kg.
How do you recover from that, though? How do you recover from
weight.
that? I mean, like this state of like depression that you're in. Because like I'm looking at you now and I feel like you're doing better recently, right?
I'm doing better because, okay, so it's funny because my depression caused my weight gain and my depression caused my weight loss.
Right.
Because I remember getting back my grades and like obviously they weren't the best, and I feel like if I was in a better headspace I would have done much better than what happened, right? Like it was a total disaster. And yeah, I was not in a good place. And that really severely affected my grades. And I don't know, I was just so disappointed in myself.
Right.
You know? Like, I was so disappointed in my grades, first of all, because I know I'm a better student than that. And I was disappointed in the person I've become. Because that person was just very salty, very superficial. Like, I don't know, so...
Not you, I guess. Someone, the opposite of you.
Yeah, I would...
Right.
Like, I don't know, man. And so, yeah, I think I cried. I did a lot of crying. And I kind of lost my appetite for a bit. And then I lost some weight. And then after I saw the numbers go down, I'm like, what if I just keep going?
What if I just keep going?
Yeah. Why don't I just keep going? And then...
Yikes.
Yeah, I think I have like... I wouldn't call it an eating disorder, but I feel like I'm very strict on my portions. Just not good. But that's a story for another day. Yeah. And...
It's kind of depressing.
I don't know. It is depressing. I feel like I'm like bringing the whole mood down.
Actually, the main thing is like, how are you feeling now, though?
Now?
Has things changed? Like you realize, because now you, looking back, you are able to see like what mistakes you have made or the things that happened, right? So...
Yeah. Okay,
so
so
is there...
Yeah, no, okay, so honestly though, like for the first 6 months after college, and I
Mhm.
was just staying at home, right? Like, on social media, you know, it gets pretty bad because I would see my friends, they would like flourish because of their grades, and they would like move on to university and, you know, just like live their life. And I was like stuck at home, and I was chubby, and I was like depressed, and it's like a whole comparison situation. I was comparing
Mhm.
myself way too much, and it just, I don't know. I kind of
This
stayed
is
in
why
that.
we should delete social media.
Oh no, but I'm so like, I'm so deep into like social media's
Maybe not
So-
delete. Maybe just go for like I don't know, a month
Um.
without it. You know, just try to go
Butthole.
with a month without it. You know, I think that's go for a cleanse.
Or like you can post, but you just don't look at other people's posts.
Yeah. That's a good idea actually. Cause I don't know. I felt like I've put a lot of pressure. I don't know. I just felt like I felt a lot of pressure during college.
like do
and
stuff
If I didn't
to
have
like do
that,
stuff. You
Hmm?
like felt pressure to like do something greater.
Yeah, to like be someone I'm not supposed to be, or like do things that I don't want to do, and that severely affected my grades. And to this day, I cannot talk about like A levels and like should I call it the college?
Sure, just
Call
go
it
ahead, man.
college.
You know? Sure.
Sure.
Okay, yeah. To this day, whenever I think about like semi-college or like if even like reminiscing about the times that I spent at semi-college to like a couple of friends, I kind of get choked up. Like I even feel
Aw,
it
no.
kind of right now.
Come on, man.
It's just
okay,
bad.
man. Really. It is okay. Really,
it's not good.
It's not that bad, Nisha. You know, I'm just saying.
I felt like it was the end of the world because like I don't know.
Is it because of
And, okay,
is it because of
A-levels
that
is such a
expectations you set
freaking lie.
upon yourself to like do better, and then when the reality hit that you didn't do better, it kind of like broke you down? Is that what happened?
But the thing is, I wanted to do good in a thing that I wanted to do well in a subject or an area that I didn't have interest
See,
in.
I think that's the problem. I
And that's
think
depressing.
that's the problem right there, Nisha.
Yeah, I don't think I'm the type of person to be able to just like do things if I don't have
Yeah, you need to
interest
do
in it.
things that you love, right? Obviously, you know.
Yeah, because people will say like, "Oh my God, you're so lazy. Why don't you just like study and then you'll get good grades?" But like,
Pretty sure that's not how it works, but you know, it's
yeah, like all you're doing is memorizing. You're not really retaining the information, right?
But that's what I did for my A levels.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
Because I'm not gonna lie, that's exactly what I did. I start memorizing the mark
Yeah, I
schemes.
know.
I thought you
and
were gonna say
okay.
that. That's exactly
Guess
what I
that's
did.
how
I
it's
sucked
gonna
my
be.
own dick.
To be honest,
Yeah,
I feel
but
like A levels, even for me, it's like a big, like, turning point in a way. Not even a turning point. It's like I learned a lot of stuff there. Less about like studying, but more about socials
Life?
and stuff.
Oh,
Life in
socials.
general, because like
Yeah.
you meet all these people, like, for them to be able to make it up to A levels is already impressive. To get to this point, they have to pass like their O levels to get here.
Casey, you need to realize.
Yeah.
Wait.
To
Stop,
meet
stop,
them.
stop, stop right here, Casey.
Yeah,
You
it's
need to
like-
realize that you went to KTJ, dude. I feel like the environment there is kind of like different compared to like other colleges, right? It's like you're incentivized to like get out of your comfort zone more in KTJ. I feel so. It's like I feel like there's a difference in environment, kind of stuff going on here.
Wait, I actually didn't explain. I didn't want to like review what KTJ is or anything like that.
yeah.
But okay, you just exposed
Yeah.
them.
We shouldn't.
Why?
We should probably take the name out.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, let's restart it because I don't know. We suddenly just cut it.
So you want to restart what you
Yeah,
said,
okay.
Casey? Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, I feel like I learned a lot different, like life in general in A level,
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially like because like for people to be able to make it up, get to A levels, you have to get through so much. You have to pass high school first, then only get to A levels.
Yeah.
And people there, like, especially people that wants to do A levels, they kind of really figure out what they want. Like you said, right? They have figured out their life.
Can I just say something? A levels is a
Mm-hmm.
lie. They advertise A levels as a as a program for people who don't know what they're doing, what they want to do. It's
But
not. It really is
everyone,
not.
dude, people that went there, they know what they want to do.
Yeah.
They know they want to get those prestigious kind of colleges or those different, or those like very specialized, especially
And
like
the
engineer or
subjects-
doctors, stuff like that.
The subjects are specialized
yeah.
for your line of work.
Yeah.
And what if you don't know what you want to do? Like, I'm sorry, I'm ranting. Go on, go on.
I totally agree with that. It's like, yeah, I mean, I understand it. It's like, yeah, A-levels for people who doesn't know what want to do, so you just gotta pick, triple science with a math, so you broaden your options in the end.
I feel like
Yeah, that's true in a sense, but when you're around people that already know what they want to do, and that really does affect, your confidence level and your
It makes you
mentality.
feel like you're directionless, right?
Yeah, it's like you're here trying to figure your life out and say, okay, I'm studying all this. Okay, I think I like this subject more. I don't really like this. And then you look at other people that like try harding everything, be like, yep, I already know what my plans for the next 7 years of my life. And you're just like,
Goodness.
God, why?
I could never. Because, I don't know, I think life is, you can't really plan life.
just go with the flow, man.
But everyone's
Yeah,
are
but
so
flow.
like, actually, I don't know.
Yeah. Now I don't really think of it that way. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna do things. I take it slowly, one step at a time. I'm doing it my way. The song "My Way." But yeah,
I'm thinking about it.
but yeah,
Yeah.
just instead of trying to compete with others, but not to say you shouldn't, because sometimes you say, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna take things at my own pace. But sometimes your pace is just really slow, and you're not doing anything. It's not good as well. But I will,
I
like
think you just have to
leverage.
try
I'll
everything.
it's just like I'll take in everything. I mean, I won't just like look at other people and compare myself to them. I'll look at them,
Yeah.
and then I'll look at me as well. And then I'll think like, okay, how far should I think I should go that I feel like I'll be proud of it, of the steps I have taken. That
Yeah.
at the same time that I'm able to be, I can like compare myself to others as well, and not feel like I'm a loser or some kind. Yeah.
Because I think we all have to understand that everyone moves at
Yeah,
a
everyone's
different
different,
pace,
in the end,
know?
everyone's different. So
Yeah.
Mm.
You can't You can't expect to stay in the same pace for forever.
basically,
right?
True.
'Cause,
It's
like,
like,
life
yeah,
gets in the
you
way.
can say like everyone is different, and we shouldn't really compare everyone else to everyone,
Mhm.
anyone to everyone else.
Mhm.
But at the same time, I feel like if you don't do that, you can't really like measure where you are right now, like
Do you
what's your
need
standing.
to measure it? Do you need to measure your standing?
To some people, they might say they don't care about it, but I guess to me, I feel like at least you have to measure yourself sometimes. You don't want to fall so far behind in life.
You need that like quantifiable aspect of your social standing.
wow, that's like a lot of words. There's a lot of big words right there, Nisha. Oh my god. Yeah.
Quantifiable?
That is, yeah, I feel like that. It's like you comparing to like what you're doing. It's like, do you have at least need to have kind of like a plan. Not a plan. I don't know how to say this. I think you are able to put it in words better, Nisha.
I think you're
Are you
just
able to
a
get what I'm
very
trying to say?
structured person. I'm sorry?
Are you able to get like what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Well, what I'm getting from what you're saying is that you seem to be a very structured person, and you would like to at least know your standing. And it's
Yeah,
not even for
because
comparison's sake.
I
guess.
have spoke to people before, like saying, "Oh," because I spoke to people before that they don't compare themselves to anyone else. These kind of people
Right.
before, and it's like I understand that from their conversation. It's like, okay, it's cool that you know that you shouldn't compare yourself to anyone else, and you should just be yourself. Just like move things at your own pace. But at the same time, from those conversations, I can see that they sometimes feel like they are aimless. They don't have a goal that they're driving to. It feels like you're just here. You kind of just running. So you're content with what you have at the moment. But when I look at them, I feel like you have so much more possibility. There's so much more potential within you. But you just feel like you're not taking it out. That's what I'm trying to say.
I think it's a you problem. No offense.
Whoa.
I think no. It's not necessarily an issue. It's more of like how you perceive life. Because
Yeah,
you,
that's what I
is
said.
it fair to say? Well, is it fair to say you think that everyone has a purpose?
Not a purpose, but it's be like everyone has a potential, and
Everyone has potential.
yeah, and should put it out.
And
But at the
should
same time,
act on it.
should act on it. But at the same time, I know that it is not my place to tell you how you should live your life. So
Interesting,
it's like,
because
if you
people-
feel like you're content with where you are right now, then yeah, good for you then.
Yeah.
But it's just like, to me personally, I feel like if I have the potential, I should
At least
Yeah.
give it a try, right? At least try to pursue it.
give
yeah.
it a try. Yeah.
There
That
are
is
people
my
out
view on
there-
it. So I don't judge. I don't like say to their face and be like, "Yo, you shouldn't do this." Nah, I won't do that. I'll just look
Yeah.
at them and then I'll compare it to myself. And say, okay, I'll learn I get to learn how different people treat life, and get their viewpoints.
Yeah.
and then apply
there
it
are
back to
people out
myself.
there who are actually very content, even though, like, from your eyes, they seem like they're not living to their full potential, right?
Yeah, but yeah, I won't force them or like judge them. Just say, wow, why aren't you doing this or that? I would just take their viewpoints and then apply to my own self.
Anyone
To be like,
anyone
okay.
in particular that you can name
So
to like give an example of that?
Are you thinking
no.
of a name?
No, not really. Not really think of a name, but it's just different. All of these kind of things I learned in A levels.
In A levels. Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah, it's like
you and I
get to
have
meet.
very.
You get to meet so many different
You and Nisha
kind
are
of
like
people.
two opposite sides of the spectrum, dude.
And especially, I think
Yeah,
it's especially the college I go to, so everyone else know what they're doing. They're either content with it or they want to achieve something better or greater. So you when you're there, you're just like, oh man, okay, I can
Yeah,
up my
but it's
game here.
important- But I guess it's also important not to like. Actually,
The point is
okay,
that
Casey,
they figured themselves out. That's what I'm saying.
Self-actualization.
They figured
achieved it,
themselves
you know?
out. They know
Yeah.
what they want, whereas I'm still lost, like a little sheep that's lost.
But then again, it could all just be a front, because you don't
Could be.
necessarily know, right?
I don't know what they are inside.
That's
Sounds-
Like
Cannibalistic.
literally, I can't read their minds. I'm not Professor X, man.
X-Man, get
oh
it?
my god. This is
Yikes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but-
kind of interesting. So you think everyone has the potential to do something?
I
good?
mean, I kind of lean
think
towards
so.
Casey's point of view as well. I believe that everyone has the potential to be something great in your lives.
yeah.
You know,
Everyone could be an X-Men, just waiting. For
Just waiting. 85
Just waiting.
years still waiting.
yeah.
yeah, everyone has the
It's
potential.
whether they decide to
just-
pursue that potential or not. You know, yeah.
Yeah. Some people might see that. You know what? I'm fine with where I am. I'm not happy with it. Then cool. You do you. But if I see that other people, so I'll just feel like, oh man, it's a bit of a waste. But if you're happy, then well, I can be happy for you as well.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like they realize they have the potential, and they decide if they want to act on it or not. To me, it's like I don't know if I have potential or not, or am I just like
But it's good to
YOLOing
try.
things,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good to like go out there and
To
do
me, it's like I'm
things.
just a bit. Sometimes I'm envious as well. It's like, damn, you have figured your life out. You know if you have the potential or not, and I'm just here like,
Yeah.
what am I doing?
It's okay, man. It's good. It's good to take it at your own pace, Casey. Here's the thing, it's your own life, right? So take your own life at like your own pace, So that's how I see it, So it's a journey.
I wonder what it is about society that made us like compare one another.
I think it's just like the culture in
Well.
general these days.
Do you think it's social media?
Maybe.
Because everyone's like literally comparing.
Maybe.
I think so. I actually felt a lot better once I deleted like
Do you know
Instagram.
who influenced him to do that? Me. Well, at least I hope it's me. I hope it's me.
You?
Yeah.
How long has
Me?
it been since you've gone
1 year.
on Instagram?
At least more than 1 year now.
For me,
Wow.
I think almost
yeah.
almost 8 months of since the beginning of 2021.
Goodness. So that was like your resolution then, like your New Year's resolution.
kind. I never thought of it. I just want to delete. I just deleted it because the reason I deleted it wasn't because I just want to stop comparing. It's more like, damn, I spent so much time on Instagram by just scrolling it. It's like, you know what? I could use that time to do something more productive, like watching Netflix.
Oh, wow.
So it's like, I deleted it, and it's like
You
I
switched
deleted
out
it.
one bad habit for a new bad habit.
No, because to me, I feel like if I watch, like, even if I watch TV shows and stuff like that, it feels productive in a way that, you know, at least I get to know the plot of something. I gain
Yeah.
I gain knowledge of a story that's supposed to be
Knowledge.
told. But in
Whereas
Instagram, it's
social
just like
media is like a cesspool of
social media. I'm just like, what?
Social media
I'm
is a
scrolling through,
cesspool
like,
of shit.
MLM,
Essentially.
beauty products, and pictures of your dogs. I was like, okay, never mind then. Yeah, but once I deleted it, I feel quite nice, you know. It's like I stopped comparing myself to others.
Yeah.
I start like thinking, oh, I could be living this life, or oh wow, they're living this
See,
glorious
that's the
type
thing,
of
right?
lifestyle. But
You're just seeing,
more of, I
you're
have
just
time to
seeing, you're
think
just
about
seeing the
myself.
highlights, dude. You're not seeing the behind the scenes and like how they actually got that picture
Yeah.
or some shit, right? So
Yeah, they you look at that picture that they told, say, wow, that glamorous pic, but at the same time,
you never know
behind the
what
scenes, like, how
transpired.
many times they had
Yeah,
to retake
exactly.
it, or stand in front of like tens or hundreds of people looking at them posing oddly at
Yeah,
that
it's like,
place.
how many takes do you think they had to do before they got that perfect picture? You know? So,
Yeah.
Yeah. you know.
I can attest to that. I've taken literally 50 photos. And
Which is why
I've saved
I recommend to
2.
you, Nisha, you should like take a social media cleanse for at least try a month. A month is all I'm asking you.
I seriously
Yeah,
don't
n-
think I can handle it. And
You just
it's not-
post. You can post, but you don't go onto it. You
I
don't
think
look at
it's
others'
just-
story.
Yeah, because
Don't
no,
scroll,
I don't necessarily
essentially.
compare myself anymore. I don't necessarily compare myself
Uh-huh.
anymore. It's more of the fact that I like the instant gratification that it gives me whenever I post something, and I see a notification like, "Oh, this person liked your picture," or "Someone commented under your new video." It's like a hit of dopamine. It's like a rush, you know.
Uh-oh. Is this the
And
is this the
It kind of makes
the
me
social
feel good.
the social media influencer virus? Is it hitting you now, Nisha?
I think it's already
I
been.
don't think there's a vaccine
Maybe.
for that.
There's no cure
Oh, I
for
hope
that,
so.
sister.
Someone should come up for a cure.
There already is a cure. Just quit
Social
social media
media
for a
virus.
month. Just
It's
go for a
called
cleanse.
quitting.
It's called deleting
Yeah, just go for a
Instagram.
cleanse, dude. That's your cure right there.
It's the
you know?
delete button.
But yeah.
I don't know. It's not hard to gain an inferiority complex, you know? Like,
True.
It's just, it's so easy to look at someone and then just throw yourself under the bus.
The same thing could be said for like a
Everyone
god
just-
complex though. Like once you achieve something, you kind of feel like, oh man, I can do anything, right? You'll start to get this like hint of god complex in you. Don't you feel that? Like I feel like some people, like once they like, I don't know, they do something or like they achieve something, they'll kind of get kind of cocky in a way, and then they'll start acting like they're this like basically have a god complex, you know. I feel like it's just as easily developed as
Oh,
like
yeah.
you know. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah,
I mean,
not gonna lie. Okay, wait. Can I go back to my like?
yeah, sure,
depression story? 'Cause-
Oh wow, we're back there
No,
again.
because
Okay.
even though I felt inferior in front of everyone, I had like the biggest attitude because I was putting up a front because I didn't really want people to know what I was
Yeah.
like, dealing with. I guess subconsciously I put up a front because I became much more loud, much more boisterous, and generally much more obnoxious, you know? And I don't know, I didn't do that on purpose too. It just happened.
but does that make you feel better when you did that though? Like being loud and obnoxious, does it make you feel better?
Not really, because I'm truly not like that.
Mm.
Truly, I do not like answer my phone calls in
Right.
class or like disrupt
Right.
the teacher by talking in the back. I'm literally, but I did all of that, and it felt like really bad because whenever I visit my teachers, I know they're like, ugh, that's that girl who kept talking in my class.
It's like, I know. Did depression hit you hard, Nisha? I mean, you said like you
Sounds
had
like
like a
it.
pretty sad uni life. you know?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I was depressed, but I remember I told a close friend. Right? So I felt comfortable enough, like, so after, I think, a couple months out of college, I felt comfortable enough to, like, mention to this person that, like, I think I may be depressed, and that person responded with, "Oh, you're not depressed. Everyone is depressed."
Oh my god.
I'm like,
I got a feeling that I
Bye-bye.
know who this person is. Nisha, I definitely know who this person is, but
Yeah, I confronted
Oh my
that person
God.
too after like 2 years. Like 2 years after we had that interaction, I confronted this person, and they were like, "What? I would never say that. What?" And I'm like, it happened.
that's a
I don't-
lie and you know it.
I don't-
Okay.
I don't know. What's
That's a
wrong with
lie, and you know it.
me. We got over that, but yeah. I'm just like, okay. The worst feeling is to not have your feelings be validated. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
It just
Agreed.
hits you,
Definitely.
you know? Because, like, what does it take for you to accept that my feelings are actually, like valid?
Like
it's
for some
happening,
people,
you
they only believe that once someone has killed themselves, which is, in the grand scheme of things, that's pretty freaking sad. You know, that's disgusting. You know.
Yeah, like, it just resorts to, like, physical harm before you take it seriously. You know? Or they, like, require you to take, like, a test. Like, oh, I don't believe you without a test. And in some cases, yes, like, I also am like that. Which is why I guess I didn't tell anybody that I was feeling this way.
Right.
Because I knew they would be like, oh, have you seen someone about it? And I'd be like, no. Did you get diagnosed? No. So it could just be like, you're just emotional, you know? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, okay, why do we call ourselves depressed? All three of us.
I mean,
I don't know. You started the
I mean,
conversation.
you're the one who started to talk about depression this week, Nisha, not us. You
Yeah.
know.
Man, these type of depressing topics are very draining on your mental strength.
No, don't worry. We'll be happy and chipper in the next episode. For now.
For now.
For
I think,
now.
yeah, I mean, like, when you get older, you kind of, like, people start putting up
Yeah, relating back to like
boundaries.
boundaries, right?
know?
You know. Yeah, I think that's why.
Yeah.
It's either
It's like you can't just
Yeah.
casually punch someone who is probably not as close as
Or
friends
is it
to
an
you.
Asian thing though? Because I
Could be an
here
Asian
it
thing.
looks like look at the Brits and stuff. It's like wow, they can do it really easily.
Yeah, I think, but that's probably because they were, like, taught since young. Like, you know, go hug your friends, go, like, be open. There's no stigma around, like...
so it's like a so it's,
physical-
so
There
it's
is
like a,
stigma
like a
now, though.
culture thing. Okay, Casey, it's the freaking pandemic. Okay?
but there is a stigma now though. Like nah, no physical contact, please.
Yeah, I
six,
think
six
that's
feet
mainly
apart,
due
6 feet
to,
apart.
like, all the sexual... Yeah.
No,
No,
it's
not
sexual
non-sexual, but more like
It's more
please
like
wear
a
your mask
freaking
and stay 6 feet
lockdown
apart from
situation.
Oh,
people.
that too, yes,
Scenario.
that too.
Yeah, that I'm pretty sure it's that.
Shoot. Why do I keep forgetting about the pandemic, y'all? It's been happening for 2 years.
You just locked yourself out of the world, Nisha.
Okay.
You know, you just locked yourself out of the world. So
Yeah, the pandemic
Exactly.
certainly does not help.
But yeah, I mean, like, as we grow older, you know, you don't necessarily... Oh, okay, so I'll just relate it back to the culture. I think it's because Asians in general aren't necessarily the most expressive when it comes to emotions. Right? Like, do you remember the last time your father or mother hugged you?
When they were sending me off in the airport. Yes.
How long was that?
like, literally, like,
sorry.
are you okay?
What the hell do you mean?
Literally a year
missed
ago.
I totally
Oh my
missed the
god. Are you okay?
Okay. Okay, to all the listeners, he's in the UK right now. So technically, he
Yeah.
never would have hugged his parents.
Oh my god.
At
For but okay.
sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Not even by choice, but
Yeah, in the UK here,
Oh my
but
God.
cool. Unless I invent like some
can't
kind of
believe I
virtual
missed-
hugging devices, but
oh
yeah,
my
cool.
goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh god, how did that?
Nisha is
surpass
just
me?
tired today, guys. Okay, she's just out of it today.
I like it. I think it makes this
Really,
episode much more
I'm just freaking
entertaining.
hungover.
I should totally drink some caffeine every day, like every hour before the podcast.
Really
I should
though,
just
I feel
drink
like
caffeine.
you're just freaking tired. I'm freaking hungover, and Casey just freaking woke up recently.
But I don't think
so-
it's a family members one kind of counts. I think it should be between friends, you know.
like-
That is the unique one. Because family members,
Friends.
you can, you know, your aunt will probably hug you when they see you. stuff. So it's like it's not
Yeah.
that special, but it's the friends part.
I think this is just like a.
Have we even hugged before? Like three of us? I
We
don't
did.
think so,
we
right?
did. Don't. We definitely did. We did.
I make sure to hug my friends whenever I leave. Like,
Wait, did I?
You
Social-
did,
Oh,
Casey.
shit.
Wow,
I
you.
remember.
Wow,
yeah.
Casey.
Oh my God.
Congrats.
I'm offended to the core.
I think that this is just like
offended.
relating. Going back to Nisha. I think it's just like a cultural thing. You know, like an Asian culture thing, in my opinion.
But what?
But-
This
But are
would've been
you
a good
guys
topic to
comfortable?
talk
I'm
about.
fine with a hug, dude. Definitely, you know.
Yeah,
I'm comfortable
kind of.
too. Yeah.
Same, but it's just like, how do you engage in one? Like, if because especially if you're frank,
Oh.
or some people are just not ready for that,
Let
or
me-
they find
It's
it
like
weird.
who
you
makes
know?
the first move?
They think that a hug is gonna be
No,
something like
he's-
romantic or something like that.
Okay, I don't know what kind of friends you've been hanging around with because they seem like they haven't had
Or-
a hug in 20
Or
years.
they just they are the very conserved type. Either they are the very conserved type, or they are the very kind of feels like a hug is who does a hug? That's such a girl kind of thing. Guys don't
Wow.
do that. And just like
That's just
Mate.
toxic masculinity.
Oh my god, is this a freaking
Oh my God.
BuzzFeed video?
That's
Oh my
toxic
god.
masculinity, guys.
yeah.
Be on the lookout.
Jesus. No, this is not a BuzzFeed video.
I'm just saying. Okay, here let me give you some tips on trying to avoid awkward hugs. If you're going for a hug, you gotta go for it. You can't stop halfway.
Yeah,
'cause
you
then
don't
it
stop
looks
halfway.
bad. Do
Okay.
not stop halfway. And if it seems like they don't want a hug, you either are like, oh, you joke it off, like, oh no, okay, ha ha ha, joke it off,
Yeah.
or you just like go for a handshake and like I don't know, but try to play it off. Do not like sit there and be like, oh my god, he didn't want to hug me.
This
Oh
is like
my
the
God.
worst thing you can actually
do
do.
that.
What if you do this like, hey, come on lah, bro, just give me a hug lah, you know?
Yeah, that too. The pressure. Put some pressure on them.
Put some pressure on that. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
The
kidding.
thing is,
Do not
I don't. It's not just the hug. It's just like physical contact. in general. I haven't touched like a human being in like such a long time. It's like
I think you should go down to your roommate and hug them now.
Usually your roommates are like outside your dorm.
the
Oh,
only
wait.
the only flesh I've touched before is the chicken meat in my refrigerator.
Jeez,
Yeah.
that did
When I
not
was
go
processing
the way I
them
intended it to go.
with the knife,
God
just
damn it,
slicing it
Michelle.
down. Yep.
God damn it. God damn it.
Oh, Casey, you are so gullible, so naive.
Kind
My innocent
of like your mom, Nisha.
Oh my god.
Nothing.
Hmm?
Nothing,
Oh
nothing.
my god.
You're getting uncomfortable.
But yeah, do you
Yeah,
guys
I
agree
do,
with
I
that?
do.
Like, have you guys have any physical
Yeah, I do
contact
agree.
with? Hmm.
I think for girls it's much easier because we're literally just all touchy feely. Like,
Yeah,
literally holding
like I say, I
hands,
see the
going
girls do it all the
fast.
time, but for the guys, it's just like,
Yeah.
You'll be like,
It's
huh,
gendered,
gay?
like gender norms
It's
kind of
like,
thing.
you know?
Yeah.
I know. I feel like the
That's
last time
usually
I
what
actually
happened,
hugged
right?
like a friend, right, was like you guys. I think it was KC, or like it was either KC or Nick. You guys basically was the last time I like physically like hugged or like touched someone legit in terms of like friends, right? So yeah, that's
Yeah.
shit. That's like more than a year now, dude. That's actually like kind of concerning. It's
Almost
kind
a
of
year now.
concerning, but it is what it is, I suppose.
kind of concerning. Okay. So, anyways, seems like this podcast has been going
Quite
on
a long
for
time.
this episode.
Apparently, it's quite a long one.
Has been
I
for
feel
going on
like-
quite a long time.
This is a very cathartic plan, so yeah, stick with us for the next third episode, which is probably our 6th episode, for more depressing
Jesus
content.
Christ.
The depression session is now over. I thank you guys for listening this far into the podcast. Guys, have anything
Oh,
else to
thanks
say?
for watching, everyone. Thanks for your likes, your loves, and
Thanks for
support.
watching this
We
episode.
appreciate
Thank
it a
you guys
lot.
so
Even
much
though
for supporting
See
me.
you next week,
depressing.
everyone.
Thank you
Thanks.
guys so much for supporting this podcast, and if you want, you should check out some of our other episodes where we talk about much happier topics. I swear, I promise you. Yeah, we're not always the sad, but
All right. See you later,
Anyway,
guys.
I'll see you guys. We will see you guys in the
Bye.
next episode.
Yeah. Bye.
like and subscribe.